On this episode of Crossing the Streams, I would love to welcome Kat, otherwise known as Your Nerdy Girl. Welcome, Kat.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Got to sleep in today, which rocked.
Yeah.
And yeah, had some good breakfast. And hubby went and got some barbecue earlier, so I had some nice pulled pork.
Oh, love it.
I'm
I
doing
love
good.
barbecue. So
Yeah.
now I'm
So good.
jealous. Now I'm jealous.
So good. So good.
So I often ask this kind of as a warm up, but tell us about your channel and your content and what you're all about.
So my channel is chaos. Thanks to my community. But yeah, so I originally started back on Facebook, believe it or not.
Hmm.
I streamed on Facebook for a little bit back in the summer of 2020, right after COVID hit.
Mm.
I was out of work because of COVID. My job shut down. I found some random streamer that was streaming Animal Crossing. I was like, that looks like fun. So I hung out in that chat and it got very active. And then I started streaming and started getting a lot of momentum. And then I got my computer crashed and hard drive failure, computer fried. Fast forward to May of last year, I decided to give another go with a brand new PC and
Hmm.
came over on Twitch because I was like, I want to do something different. I don't want to just play video games. I want to build Lego. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't think Facebook was the right place for that. So I'm like, Twitch is probably a good place for that. Why not? I had some friends that were over here. As long as you're a decent person, I don't care. I don't care your race, your gender, your sexuality, nothing. Like I'm part of the LGBTQI community. I am pansexual. I recently came out last summer
Mm.
and I we are a loving community and we accept everybody with open arms. A lot of them call me Mama Cat because I am significantly older than a lot of people in my chat, even though I act like I'm 12. Um, I'm I'm very immature. I'm the one that always says that's what she says about everything. Um, I don't take too many things serious in life, other than like I'm very serious when it comes to like the people I'm close with. But yeah, so we cause chaos. We show a lot of love.
Hmm.
Sundays we build Lego. That's our day for building amazing Lego. Wednesdays is called whatever Wednesdays, so we do whatever.
Yeah.
Whether it's community games, I play games. I do my special streams then, whether it's like doing cosplay or baking or whatever. And then either Thursdays or Fridays, depending if I work late, then and we do Lego games. So and then Sundays I'm actually part of a raid train, and then a couple times a month now on Thursdays I'm part of another raid train for Lego. So it's built a lot of it around Lego. I mean, a lot of our emotes are Lego emotes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just yeah, we try to spread positivity and love, and we're welcoming to anybody.
How did Lego factor into all of that when you decided to stream it? Like, what's your Lego story, and how does it connect to the content creation?
So I've loved Lego since I was a child. Like when we were growing up, it was me and my brother, and my mom would buy my brother. He get the Lego sets, and I get the Barbie sets.
Mm.
So I'd end up stealing his Lego so I can make Barbie some cool stuff, and he'd come and beat me up and take the Lego back. Uh, but when I got to an adult, I wanted to be an adult and give away, forget all the toys and blah blah blah. Um, oh my gosh, it might have been, I don't know how long ago. It might have been a dozen years ago, maybe more. And my husband brought home this little Lego set from the grocery store,
Mm.
and it was a little cat, and that was kind of where my Lego just kind of blossomed from there,
Yeah.
because it went from being a small little build to a bigger build, bigger build. My entire basement is a Lego city. I have tons of Lego back here mixed in everywhere.
Mm.
And I knew that when I wanted to stream, I knew I wanted to build Lego, and because I think it'd be so cool just to like create stuff and like let people watch me build stuff. And it's
Hmm.
even gotten as far as like I have my like I make necklaces now out of Lego. Like I make these necklaces out of Lego and stuff, and and earrings and stuff out of Lego. So it's like I have a Lego addiction, and it's really bad. And it's really bad. But it's soothing to build Lego, and I've noticed that when people come into chat, they're like, "This is so calming."
Yeah.
Like, it's just calming to watch, and, they hear, like, the Lego pieces in the background kind of, like, rustling around, and I
Yeah.
don't know, it's Lego's a universal language, and it just unlocks a lot of creativity, and I love that I can actually share that with, everybody else. It's fun. So,
I
yeah.
love that. I really do. I think I share this on my own streams when I build. I say how for me Lego is super calming and in a way
Mhm.
therapeutic.
Mhm.
It helps me relax, which is really been the draw for me. So I'm really glad to hear that for you that does the same thing. Uh,
Mhm.
how many years has it been then since you've gotten back into Lego?
Probably at least 10
Hmm.
to 12, maybe, something like that. But I
Yeah.
would say it's probably really taken off over over the past probably 8 or 9, nah, probably about 8 years,
Yeah.
where it's gotten to the point where I'm like, "Okay, I need to seriously think about doing something with these sets versus just like I would just kinda, like, sit them around, and I'm like, "Let's do a Lego city,"
Yeah.
which that's gone from 1 4-foot table to 2 4-foot tables to a top of a queen size bed,
Wow.
and then now down to the basement, and it currently sits on 7 6-foot tables, a 4-foot table, and then I have to expand because I ran out of room.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
That's really impressive. So this
Yeah.
is its whole own space in your house, and,
Mhm.
how long has it taken you to do the Lego city specifically?
So when I was started in Lego City, it's kind of progressed. It was like real small, um, but I would say probably the last 7 8 years.
Yeah.
I'd say probably about that. And
So
it's
over
ever
most of it.
changing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
over most of the time, basically, since you got back into it.
Oh yeah, I just went gung ho. I'm like, let's just do it. Like
Wow.
that's what they like. I don't do anything. Like I'm like either all in or all out. That's just like my life. There's like no middle for me.
Yeah.
And when I'm all in, it's just like you better watch. I mean, I'm all in with Funko Pop. So yeah.
With Funko Pop, and Lego, are there any other hobbies that you kind of have done something similar where you just went all in once you got into it?
Cosplay. I did cosplay for a number of years before COVID hit,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was my yeah. I sold most of my cosplay stuff. I
Mm.
still kept like I had my Maleficent, which is like she was like my first cosplay, and um, but yeah, with when I did cosplay, it was wild. It was like this. The room I'm in now was like used to be my cosplay room.
Oh, yeah.
Like yeah, like I just had like racks of cosplays. It was wild. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really cool, I'd say, history in terms of like some of the things that you've been into. With
Mhm.
getting into Lego around 10 years ago and then kind of deciding, hey, this is what I want to stream.
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about your early days of streaming and kind of what brought you to Facebook specifically and what those times were like?
Yeah, so, I met a streamer over there that and all all the streamers that I used to follow and even mod for on Facebook now are on Twitch.
Oh,
Um, yeah, just because Facebook is not the best place to stream. But yeah, just watching how much fun these streamers had. Like I've always been a very outgoing social person.
hmm,
And when COVID happened, it like brought me to a stop, which was very tough for me.
yeah,
I love being around people. I love meeting new people, and had no way to do that. Like I'm very involved with Comic Cons. I work at a couple different Comic Cons. Even now, I still do.
yeah,
Um, so going from being so social to being stuck in a house, I was like driving. I was just crawling up the walls.
right.
But then finding like Animal Crossing is what did it because Animal
Mm.
Crossing came out. I've played all the other versions of that on the previous game systems. And when that came out on the Switch, I was like, and I don't know, I was on Facebook and I don't know if a friend shared it, but they shared a group. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to join this group, it's Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
So I joined it, and then someone from there shared an Animal Crossing streamer, and his name is Pablo the drag queen. I I love drag queens. They're just like fabulous.
Love it.
And so I started watching their stream, and then they would raid. I'm like they would raid over to other people,
Hmm.
and then I found his name. His at the time his name was Strange Streams. Now his name is Ben Beyn, and I fell in love immediately. I'm like I love this streamer so much, and then he actually gave me the encouragement to why don't you try streaming yourself and see what happens, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I was like, why not? So I had some rinky dink camera from Amazon that cost like $9 that barely ever worked. And I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And it was great. Like I started like building an audience pretty quickly. And next thing you know, I'm actually in a stream giving a tour of my Animal Crossing island and my PC just shuts off.
Oh no.
Blue screen of death. And I'm like, well, that's not good. And at that time, I wasn't working because of COVID, so I
Mm.
couldn't get a new computer. So I had to I was like, all right, I'll just hang up my streaming career.
Oh man.
It was fun while it lasted, right?
Right.
And then I modded for some other streamers, and that was while on Facebook.
Hmm.
And I don't know who gave me the idea to stream again. I don't know who that was or how that even came up. I don't remember.
Mm.
But the idea came up, well, hey, why don't you just stream again? Just you got it. I had got a brand new PC. It's a nice gaming PC,
Yeah.
and I was like, sure, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
And I knew Twitch would be the home for me because of I knew Lego really what there was nothing on Facebook for Lego,
Right.
and I knew I wanted to do Lego. I'm like I want to do something different, and I always like trying different stuff, and so I was like, well, let's give Twitch a try and see what happens. And next thing you know, there's this amazing Lego community on Twitch, and I'm like, shut the front door. I'm
Yeah.
like finding like so many cool people, and I'm like, oh, this rocks. This freaking rocks. So it's like literally like the best thing, and that was just over a year ago
Wow.
that I came to Twitch. Yeah, and it's been a freaking wild ride. It's been wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the best community. It's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah.
What from those times between when you were on Facebook and then when you eventually started streaming to Twitch, what I guess comparing them, what were the big differences for you um going from one platform to the next?
So with Facebook, it's very difficult to get any type of tech support, and
Yeah.
stuff is always broken. Like, I mean, it's just stuff is always broken. Like there was a point where like the one streamer I used to mod for over there, um, her I was spamming stuff in chat because I'm a mod. We're spamming. I'm spamming the raid command, or I'm spamming like emote. What do they call them? Stickers over there. I'm stickers or whatever.
Yeah.
And Facebook blocked me for 30 days from posting in streams. And I'm like, I'm the mod. I'm supposed to be like commenting a lot. That's my job is to comment a lot.
Right.
And no one could fix it. And so, but like Twitch is just like it's easier to build like a following over in Facebook,
Hmm.
but the interactions are so much better on Twitch. Facebook has seemed always like really competitive for stuff, whereas Twitch is just like it's just chill.
Is there anything that Facebook did that you wish Twitch did?
Probably, and this is gonna sound weird, not really weird, but so on Facebook you can actually like you can react to people's comments, like with like a sad face or a thumbs down or something like
Right.
that. I wish Twitch would do that because that would be like even that would allow chat to be even more interactive with each other.
Right.
Because I love seeing chat talk to each other. That's so
Yeah.
cool. And Facebook, it's hard. Like they have different levels where, or they, I don't know how they do it now, but they used to do it where you had to stream so much and then you could start getting what's called stars, which is basically bits
Hmm.
on Facebook. And then after that, you had to have like all this criteria in order to get subscribers,
Hmm.
which took forever. And then after that, you had to have 5,000 followers before you could get emotes, which they call stickers over there.
Wow, that's a steep, like that's a
Mhm.
lot of, like that's a huge requirement, right? Is it easy to get that many followers on Facebook?
No,
So they set
no.
that bar high.
Yeah, they set
Okay.
it very high. And even to get subscribers, you have to have, I think it's every week, you have to have 250 people, like different people,
Hmm.
coming back to view your stream every single week, different people every week in order to get subscribers, which is very difficult also.
What would you say has really changed the most in terms of your community and your content since you've come to the platform?
A lot. um,
Yeah.
I guess I've really established who I want to be as a streamer,
Hmm.
and I was really nervous in the beginning and unsure, and but now I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill and hang out with my friends and have fun.
Yeah. So
So,
there's
but
been
yeah,
a level of like confidence and kind of learning
oh
who
yeah,
you are.
oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's really great. I think that's definitely something that comes with time as you
Mhm.
stream, as you uh get more experienced with the whole act of creating content, being live, engaging with your audience.
Yeah.
You mentioned this to me before we talked about, actually before we had this talk, that you've done some rebranding. How did that
Mhm.
all come about, or what's that story in terms of what you've how you've changed the channel over the years?
So I've rebranded. Well, I've had, I guess, twice. So the first time, well, the first stream I had was just basic. It was just like I had no idea what I was doing with panels and Streamlabs. I had no freaking idea. I'm
Yeah.
like, you can see me and hear me. I'm good. I had no idea. So it was
Yeah.
very basic and just like it's there.
Hmm.
The second time I did like an all Lego panel,
Hmm.
and it was cute, but it was like primary colors, your reds, blues, yellows, greens, stuff like that. And it was
Right.
all based around like, all the whole screen was Lego and stuff, which is great, but it's like I'm a very girly girl.
Yeah.
Like I love pinks, I love unicorns. Um and I'm like I need to do some, and this was probably like 2 months ago I rebranded this recent time,
Yeah.
and it's become a lot softer, and like it's based like pinks and pale colors and unicorns and rainbows and clouds, and because it's like, yeah, it's like that's just like who I am. I'm just like I love those colors, and like I've loved unicorns and rainbows since I was a kid, and I'm like, you know what, let's just, because it's, we do a lot of Lego, but it's not all Lego,
Right.
and I kind of don't want to be like, I would, as much as I would love to stream Lego every single stream, I don't want to get bored of it.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
that's how I get. I need variety in my life, or else I get bored.
Right.
I get bored very easily, which is not a good thing. So yeah, so I've rebranded to just be it's a little bit of like a random stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, bacon pancakes has become like our stream song, and
Yeah.
it's just a hot mess. Yeah, everyone loves the bacon pancakes.
Right. The Yeah, that's Adventure Time, which I'm a big fan of. So
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I want to talk briefly about this getting an emote
Yes.
tattooed on you. Do you want to? I would love to hear the history on that.
Yes. So I had a subathon. My first one I've ever had.
Yeah.
Probably my last one because it was just too much. It was too much. I don't know how these streamers do it like all the time because it was a lot. Look at, they're just flooding chat now with the bacon pancakes. Oh, bless your hearts. Bless y'all's hearts. Um and I had a bunch of redemptions. So like every so many subs, I would do this, and so they got like, I'm gonna be doing a stream in the Lego basement. I'm doing some cosplay streams, including a chicken cosplay. Um, I got a pie in the face, which they loved. But the one was I would get one of my emotes tattooed on me,
Right.
and we didn't quite hit that, so I did another one for this month. That if we hit the remainder of those subs, which is 150,
Hmm.
that I would get one of my emotes tattooed on me,
Yeah.
thinking that it would be one of the cutesy little unicorn ones, and but no, they all want that bacon pancakes one on me.
So
So
have you hit the goal?
nah, 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 we're not gonna hit it, and I'm okay with
So how
that.
many? I'm curious. How many are left? And how much
Oh
longer?
gosh.
How much longer do they have to get you those subs?
So they have 12 days.
Okay.
They have 12 days, and I have like 26 subs.
Okay.
So, which
So
I knew they probably wouldn't do it for June, because, and that's kind of why I did it. Because they spoiled me. They literally spoiled me for the subathon.
yeah,
So I'm like, okay, so if I set this up for June, I know they're
yeah.
not going to do it,
Hmm.
because they already basically spoiled me like 2 weeks beforehand. So that was
Yeah,
like that was my ulterior motive.
yeah,
So, but we'll see. Maybe that goal will come back in July. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see. And I
So
also told him that if we did that 150, that I would make a cosplay of bacon pancakes and dress like that while making bacon pancakes.
oh my god.
So yeah, that was
I
some
need
extra
I
incentive.
need to see this. So
Yeah, so if it doesn't happen in June, then I might just extend it to the end of July. We'll see.
okay.
We'll see.
We've had history on this channel where we've talked about goals, whether they be sub goals, bits,
Mhm.
whatever that might be, follow goals. And in our first episode of this show, I was talking to Amish Ace, and he was very convinced he was never going to hit any of the goals that he was going to do on his big event that he did, and
Mhm.
he ended up not only breaking all those goals, but then even more things ended up being added to this list of his. So, I mean,
Mm.
your chat has 12 days. Your community can, I don't know, maybe you can all rally together and get this tattoo on Cat. I would love 124 subs. I feel like it's possible.
That's a lot.
And
That's
it's
a
a
lot.
lot. It's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I mean, they did they did 97 on the subathon.
Yeah.
So they did 97 in like 6 hours or something like that. So it was
Okay.
kind of crazy. It
Good
was
to
kind of
know.
crazy.
Good to know. I'd love to, I'll be monitoring this progress from afar, and we'll see how you do. And I might even throw some subs in myself to
No,
get you
no.
closer to
Well, and
that.
I'm gonna be live streaming the tattoo, so they're actually gonna watch me get it done.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and they won't know which one I'm getting done until the actual day of the tattoo.
Okay,
Because
so
I was gonna let them pick, but now they're gonna be surprised because they all want to be like, "Oh, bacon
okay.
pancakes."
So you'll pick it.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, that's exciting. That's really exciting. With everything you've done on Twitch so far, uh that is definitely one of the more interesting things I've heard come from a creator getting a tattoo. I mean, I've seen a couple of those. Actually, I have a dear friend, his channel is Metric Seconds. He got a tattoo uh based on charity work that he was doing. And it was
Mm.
all about like hitting a charity goal and then getting a
Oh, I love
tattoo.
that.
And so very cool stuff. It's more than anything just indicative of when a community really wants to see their streamer do something crazy, they're they're going to do it. So that's been my that's been my lesson over the years.
Yeah, my community is there's some whack jobs in there, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Of
I
course.
literally wouldn't have it any other way because they're wild. And yeah, they spoil me. Yeah, my mod sent me money last night to buy the game Kirby just because they want to see me play it, because I say inappropriate things unintentionally while I play that game. So now Wednesday we're going to be playing Kirby because I say inappropriate things on accident, and it's literally on accident
I
because
love it.
Kirby sucks stuff. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Yeah, if y'all want to know
You don't
if you want
you
to
don't
know what if y'all want to know what I say, come join in. It's
you don't
fun.
have to connect the dots for me. I think I know where we're going with that.
Yeah, it's a mess.
So
There might be a mod patch one day.
when it comes to all the other things that you stream, what how do you decide what to stream in terms of like all the different things that you do?
I sometimes I just decide that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do a monthly calendar,
Mhm.
and I've kind of designated Sundays for Lego building, and I have a double desk right here.
Mm-hmm.
And under the second desk, I have all my backlog, and then behind me, because those sets don't fit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I just decided, I'm like, oh, let's build this set. Wednesdays, we've been playing a lot of Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah,
I've recently discovered this game, and it's fantastic.
it is.
And
I love it.
then, yeah, and then some Wednesdays we're like, I'm like, let's just play Mario Kart or something.
Mm,
And then Fridays are just, it's either Thursdays or Fridays, depending on my work schedule. Um, it's always a Lego game.
mm-hmm.
And recently we've been playing the new Lego Star Wars, which is, oh, it's an amazing game.
Oh
So, but
yeah,
I have about a dozen Lego games, so I just kind of be like, let's just play this one today.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of just like, yeah. I'm very spontaneous when it comes to that stuff.
I think that's great. It keeps things fresh, keeps things
Mm-hmm.
different.
I bounce around game to game. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. So,
How have you found being somewhat variety uh, affects uh, your content in your community? How has that helped it or harmed it?
um, a little bit of both. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are like, oh, I don't want to play this game, or I
Mm,
don't want to watch her play this game, or like some people, like a lot of people, Animal Crossing is just over for them, so they don't want to watch someone play it anymore.
right.
Which I'm just like, okay, well, I'll hang out with. Like, I don't care if there's one person in chat, if there's 100 people in chat, we're gonna have a good time regardless. And
Of
because
course.
I turn my numbers off during chat. I don't know how many people are there. I'm
Yeah.
just focused on whoever's chatting, and I'm just focused on just hopefully putting out some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but it's also good because it's like someone could be like so like Morgan, she's like, I want to watch you play Kirby again. Okay, then we'll play Kirby on Wednesday. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So being variety, I can kind of just, if someone wants to see me play something, then I'll play it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Depending, because like DVD, no. I've played it on stream a couple times because my mod Garlic Bread loves it.
Yeah.
Um, but there's too many toxic people that play that game, and
Oh.
I don't take games seriously.
Right. Right.
I'm like, whatever. I want to have fun. I try not to take really almost anything serious.
Yeah.
Um, but like with DVD, they take it way too seriously, and I'm like, I can't do that, bro. I'm just not the one. Like hit a killer or like whatever. Like I don't want
Right.
to. It's too much drama. Too much drama for me. I'll just stick to the fun games.
Yeah.
So,
If
yep.
you were to look back on your early days streaming, whether it be as far back as
Mhm.
your time on Facebook or even as more recent as when you changed over to Twitch last year, what would you do differently, or what would you tell yourself to think about as a cat from back
Mhm.
then, just getting started in their content creation journey?
I would say just don't like. So I would say there was probably a point where I probably so I have no like I should say I don't have any goals, but like when it comes to like partner and stuff like that, that doesn't. I'm like whatever. I
Right,
don't care about that stuff.
right,
Like, I'm fine where I'm at, having a good time. If anything else would come higher, that'd be fine.
right.
Um, I do it very part time, but I'd probably tell myself just to be like, just always remember to not take it as seriously as you might because you could damage friendships. I learned that because watching somebody else that I was very, very close with
Hmm.
take it way too seriously, and it irreversibly damaged very close friendships.
Wow.
So I just have, yeah. So, and it was, yeah. So I just have to just, I would probably tell myself, listen, just remember to always have fun and remember to not take it too serious that you're going to hurt somebody.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's
So,
valuable advice.
yeah. Yeah, because when it comes to stuff like this, it's I don't know. Some people like I'm all for people turning into a full time job if that's what they want to do, as long as it doesn't like hurt other people along the way.
Right.
You know. And unfortunately, when you look at things as a job, it becomes less fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like I used to own a bakery, and I would do like 15, 20 cakes a week. And when I made it my job, it became more about earning money
Right.
and less about having fun.
Right.
And it literally destroyed my passion for doing cakes. And I do like one or two cakes a year now, and I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine with it. Oh, I was gonna say, and that's for like anything in life, like just
Mm-hmm.
remember to always have fun, and just don't allow whatever you're doing to be so consuming that you forget to have fun.
Yeah.
So,
It can fundamentally change your relationship with not
mhm.
just the thing that you're doing, but with the people around you, is what I'm getting from this.
Exactly, exactly. Yep.
If I was a brand new streamer and I'm like, hey Kat, I really love what you do.
Mhm.
How can I become a successful uh streamer or content creator on Twitch? What would you tell me?
Um, well, number one, just have fun.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like don't try to be somebody else and be like, oh, well, this person's doing this. Let me try to do it that way. It's like just be yourself and let the right people that are supposed to be there with you
Mm-hmm.
be there with you, and not have like a bunch of people that are like, oh, I'm just there because she's this person and it's not even you.
Right.
Like I am unapologetically me. I'm loud, I'm immature, I laugh a lot, and I like to have fun. And it's who I am. So just be you. Don't try
Mm-hmm.
to be anybody else. You can take inspiration from other people.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, oh, this person does this. Oh, that's pretty cool. How could I incorporate something similar, or how can I like put those practices like in place?
Right.
So, just be you. And like I love helping people out, and whether someone comes in the stream that, like I've known, and like T-Rex, he was a Facebook streamer, and now he's over here on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, "Oh, I'm almost at affiliate." We're like, "Okay, chat, you know what we got to do? We got to get him to affiliate." And boom, guess who's at affiliate? T-Rex.
Right.
And it's like I'm that person. If you come in stream and you say you're a streamer, I'm like, oh, "Okay, cool. What do you do?" Da, 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 da. And like I'm always loving to like shout people out and help people, and I'm a very helpful person in nature. And if I can help somebody else achieve a goal or dream, then that literally brings me joy.
Yeah.
So yeah. So if I could help them out, then let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Just don't ask for audio help because I'm not the one. I don't know how my
audio
audio works half the time.
Audio is hard. Audio
Yeah,
is probably the one thing to this day I still continue to struggle with in terms of like
it's
the
so
technical
difficult.
aspect of it. So
Yeah, for a long time, this wasn't even hooked up, and I'm like, where's my voice going into? I had no idea, but it was working.
your webcam maybe?
But it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't? Weird.
I have no idea.
So weird.
I don't know. But then when I rebranded everything, now it's like I think my audio is actually correct,
Yeah.
but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? It is what it is.
You made a great point about taking inspiration from others as someone
Mhm.
who would be getting started. Uh, in your long journey now as someone who's done streaming for a while, who do you take inspiration from, or what inspires you to keep doing this?
That's a good question. um, I'm always, I'm always have a stream going in the background.
Yeah.
Whether I'm at work, I'm trying, like I'll be working and lurking. Um, whether like even if every time I stream, I have somebody going, I have someone playing. Um, but what really inspires me is seeing other people succeeding.
Mm.
Like there's nothing better than seeing someone else reach their goals and their dreams, being like, okay, well they did it, so can I.
Yeah.
you know and like I love watching Lego streamers because I've noticed they're just so chaotic in their streams. It's so
Yeah.
chaotic and I love it.
Yeah.
um but like from back on, like I would say one streamer that I have followed since the beginning of is his career when he made partner on Facebook, moved to Twitch, and he made partner in like less than a month.
Hmm.
And that's his name is Ben. I talked about it earlier, and like Ben and I, we became good friends, and yeah, he just watching him grow from where he was when I first started following him to where he is now,
Hmm.
and I'm just like, it was just very encouraging, um, because like he was through so much stuff. He lost his mom, and um, yeah, moving, and it was just a lot, and just watching him overcome so much stuff and then still be able to succeed, it was like, okay, if he can go through all these trials and tribulations and still make it out on the other side, then we all can. So, but yeah, he's a huge inspiration in my streaming career, definitely. And I've been following probably like oh gosh, it's been over 2 years now
Yeah.
that I've followed him from Facebook to Twitch, and so, but yeah, but and then all these amazing Lego streamers, just watching everybody grow, and watching all the crazy TikTok legging crew, and which when are you going to become a part of that TikTok legging crew
I have
there?
no idea. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
well.
No comment. You're not the first
Yeah,
one to
well.
ask, apparently.
Well, you need to get you some of them TikTok
Oh
leggings, and
man.
then you it's so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Uh, in the Lego community, who do you like to watch? Who do you recommend, especially for someone who isn't really familiar with all the Twitch Lego streamers, which there is an abundant amount of them now. And
So
so,
many. That's You put me on the spot with that one. There's so many.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
um I love me some Freddie. I watch Freddie all the time.
Yeah.
Freddie is fabulous. Obviously you have Zach M. Rutledge, Amish Ace, AZ
Mhm.
Pinoy. I'm on a Lego Sunday raid train
Yeah.
with some amazing streamers. I'm on there with Bent SW Pop Lover, Lone Gopher, LL Falconer, Iridian Games.
Yeah.
Um, there's so many. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Angel with No Halo, that's my girl. I love her so much. We become really close.
Yeah.
I love her. Obviously, we got the man over here, Mr. Moore Moore.
Oh, thank you.
We got Mr. Moore Moore over here. I mean, hello. There's
I
so
try.
many. There's so many. Yeah, I would say every time I see the Lego streamer, I gotta follow them and just go check them out and watch them, because they're just it's so much fun. Like I just love the Twitch Lego community. I did not realize when I came over here that there was going to be so many awesome people over here. I had
Yeah.
no clue. Of course, oh, we have Jang. It's a Jang. Can't forget about it's a Jang.
Right.
You know, Brick and Nix. Oh my gosh, Brick and Nix. Can't forget about him.
Yeah.
I met my one mod Rala in Brick and Nix stream, and now they've been my mod for the last 6 months or so.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah, but there's just so many. This is a lot.
Yeah. There's a ton of them. There and more keep appearing,
Which is
actually.
amazing. I
Yeah.
love it. That's why I'm part of the brick building community on Twitch now. I'm super excited about that as well.
Yeah.
And there's so many amazing people in there. So many amazing people in there.
Yeah. That's really there's so many people. There's so many more people coming.
hmm
Do you have any thoughts on kind of the growth and everyone that you've seen starting to kind of pop up within the community? How do you feel about the way it's expanding right now?
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it because I think it's really going to make Twitch take notice
Mm,
that there's so many amazing Lego content creators out there, and
yeah.
they should really think about getting us our own category.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, makers and crafters is fine, and just chatting is fine, and we have our brick building tag, but it's like we need our own category
Yeah.
because we're definitely a force to be reckoned with on here. And but I love the growth. I love it because I love seeing like people that I had watched for a long time, and
Hmm.
they've come saw me and they're like, oh, I can build Lego on stream. I'm like, yeah, do it. Like I had a variety streamer. Her name is Quilpy, which I freaking adore her.
Hmm.
I've watched her now for over 2 years. She was a Facebook streamer. She's moved to Twitch.
Hmm.
She's become like one of my besties. And I had her. We did a dueling stream where we built the flower bouquet. and she was on her stream, I was on mine, and we raced to see who get finished first. So
I
I
love
won,
that.
but you know,
You won. I was about to ask who did it. Who won? It
I
was
mean,
you.
I
Look
was
at
like, "Are
you.
you done yet, Quill? We haven't done for like 10 minutes." I mean, I might have had an advantage, but even seeing like other streamers that normally don't build Lego, but like, hey, how do you set up your camera? How do I can I build? How do I do this? And
Yeah.
it's so cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, the more the merrier. There's always Lego to go around.
There
So
is. It sounds like you have a really extensive knowledge of just Twitch creators that aren't
mhm.
necessarily brick builders, regardless of their status. Who would you like to see uh, collaborate with you on this stream? Is there anyone out there that you love to watch or you'd love to see that you're like, hey, I would love to just sit down and do like a collab with you on Twitch?
Just any streamer or
Any
like,
streamer out there?
oh gosh, Mr. Freddy himself, Pan Fred Nuda.
Oh, there
I
it
think
is.
I think everybody wants to like. I think I think everyone loves Fred. He's such a great guy.
Yeah,
He's such a nice guy and so welcome to everybody. And I think it'd be really fun to do something with him.
yeah,
Like my goal is to someday I'm like I got to meet Freddie because he's just a cool guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I will like literally I will be watching his stream and I'll just like it'll be so late, but I'm like I don't want to go, and then I'll just end up falling asleep, and then the next thing you know, he's already rated in somebody else.
Yeah. You've been doing Lego for a long time,
Mhm.
and it seems like you have an extensive collection. You have your own Lego city. Are there any sets that you still want, or any like on your white whale list that you would love to have but you don't have yet?
Tons,
Yeah,
tons.
yeah,
Well, I've just got the Daily Bugle, which was one that I had to have.
yeah,
Um, but probably one of my white whales, and I kick myself in my butt for this set.
yeah.
Is probably the Ewok Village.
That's a good one.
I so there was years, probably about oh my gosh, probably about 5 6 years ago. There was somebody on Facebook Marketplace that was selling their entire Lego collection,
Wow.
hundreds and hundreds of sets. So no boxes, almost no instructions, which I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over and they had the Ewok Village.
Yeah.
They were gonna sell it to me for $30.
Wow.
I decided to hold off on it because I'm
Uh,
like, I don't know how it's gonna fit in what I'm doing, and instantly regretted it, and then tried to like message them to say I wanted it, and someone else had already got it.
yeah.
So Ewok Village is probably my one of my biggest walkaway regrets ever.
Oh man.
As is also selling my so a couple years ago I went through a phase. Um, I've struggled with depression and anxiety and stuff, and I went through a pretty rough phase where I was like, I'm selling everything I own. I'm selling all my stuff. I'm selling all my Lego, blah blah blah,
Mm, mm.
and I ended up selling the Simpsons Quickie Mart I had
Oh.
and my Big Bang Theory apartment.
Oh no.
Both sets that now if you want them, you're gonna spend some money.
Yeah.
Um, oh, that's a sad story. I'm sorry.
Chat.
Happy story is I got some other sets. I mean, I got my
Yeah.
Daily Bugle set, so that's good.
Yeah.
But recently I would say probably I really want the Starry Nights painting.
I love it.
Um
I
I
have
know
that
I
one.
was watching you put it together. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, it's such a beautiful set.
It's amazing. And I
So
will
good.
continue to insist that as much as you all see on like streams and pictures on social media, those don't do it justice like in person. Like it's still
Oh,
sitting on my desk in front of me right now and it's just so beautiful. So
oh.
get that one if you can. Get that one
Yeah,
if you can
I
sometime.
need that one. I need that one because Starry Nights. Vincent Van Gogh is one of my favorite, my most favorite painters of all times.
Mm,
Artists. I used to I do art, so um and Starry Nights has always been like one of my favorite paintings ever.
Yeah.
I love the night. I love just sitting outside and just looking at the stars and
Yeah.
with the telescope and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a huge like starhead, so I'm
Well,
like,
I
they're
highly
so
recommend this
beautiful.
one then. It's just it's a great set. It really brings depth and translates the the vibe and the feel of that painting
Oh
as a Lego set. So,
yeah, that's definitely next on my list.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
fantastic. I really love
and
it.
I wanted some more modulars because I with my city the modulars just fit perfectly in there. So
Yeah.
I have a lot to get.
Yeah. And that new Doctor Strange set, right? That just got
Oh,
announced officially today by
so
Lego.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. Modulars are great. So, and
Mhm.
do you have a lot of modulars in your city?
So I have what all modulars do I have? I have the diner.
Uh-huh.
I have the corner garage. I have the bookstore. I have I guess the fisherman's hut. I guess that because that's a modular. I had the fisherman's hut.
Mm,
Um, I'm trying to think what else I have down there.
yeah.
I don't have any of the old modulars yet. Um, like the pet store or
Mm,
any of that stuff. So there's a lot I have to get, but I have a couple.
yeah.
I have a couple. What else do I have? There, I know there's at least one more down there. I'm trying to like visualize my city and scan over my city and see what I have.
Right.
I know there's at least one more down there, but yeah, I have a couple of them. So I think the what was it? The corner garage was probably up there with the favorite set.
Oh yeah.
That one was super fun to do. That was
Yeah.
super fun. Had some moving pieces, which I love that. So
Would you say that's your favorite modular? Or do you
um
or do you have one that you like a little bit more than the rest?
I would say probably the bookstore was really nice too.
Yeah.
My favorite, I would say probably my favorite build of all time probably has been the NES system with the TV.
Mm,
That is because I'm a huge Mario fan. I have some Mario tattoos.
yeah.
Um, and that set, building that set is hands down like it was such a beautiful, beautiful build. So that's hands down my favorite. And a set that I didn't think I was gonna like that really shocked me was the ship in the bottle.
Oh really?
Yeah, I knew it was a nice set, but I was just like, I don't know how it's gonna be, how it's gonna look, but it was an amazing build. It's up there with a favorite as well.
Yeah.
So
That's probably my favorite as well. I I built that several months ago, and that has continued to probably be my favorite set. So I 100% agree. Also,
mhm.
as a Nintendo fan,
Mhm.
someone I was the right age for the NES back when it came
Yep.
out, and so yeah, that one's my favorite as well.
Yeah, and just the features, that little cartridge, and you literally just want to blow in the cartridge because it looks so real.
I love the cartridge. I love the fact that you can actually physically put it into the NES.
Mhm.
The little Easter eggs that are in the console, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
love it. And then the TV itself just does some cool stuff, you know. Being able
Uh-huh.
to see the little Mario move on screen is great. I love
Yeah.
that one.
I'm actually doing a larger build with that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna incorporate. I'm doing a so I have almost all the first editions of all the Mario sets. We spent like 3 months on stream building Mario sets,
Oh wow.
and I'm gonna have it look like a scene is actually busting out of the side of the TV, and
Mhm.
it's gonna go up on the wall.
Mhm.
So the whole wall in front of me is all empty, but it's gonna be covered in a big, huge Mario scene once I'm done with it.
Oh, that's really cool.
So it's gonna take a long time, and I won't do it on stream since it's behind there,
Yeah.
but it'll be something fun for me to do.
Yeah.
So
That's incredible.
mm.
Is there anything in the Lego community on Twitch that you would like to see, or you would like to see content creators go in terms of what they do on their channels?
More ladies present. There are a couple,
I love
but
it.
it I would say it's primarily a male dominated sort of thing.
Right.
And but there are a lot more ladies coming into the community, and that's why when I was asked to be part of the ladies Lego raid train on Thursdays, I was like, heck yeah, let's do this.
Right.
Let's do this. And then the first that I built, of course, had to be the Spice Girl.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
I'm like, what is not? I mean, that's so fitting. So yeah. So I'd say probably have some more of us empowered ladies up in here getting bricky with it.
I'm glad to see more women on
Hmm.
stream doing Lego because, I mean, you and I actually, I think, entered this space around the same time. About a year ago is when I started
Hmm.
streaming Lego specifically, and it did seem like there were a lot more dudes on there. I mean,
Hmm.
still is the case. More of a sausage fest, if you will.
Yes,
But
sir.
that said, I'm really glad to see, especially like with newer streamers showing up in the tag of brick building.
Hmm.
We're starting to see more of them. I'm really glad that there's the ladies raid train, and that's every Thursday, right?
Every Thursday, and then the streamers that are part of it they change
Mm-hmm.
because we have there's about 15 of us that are in the group, so we'll rotate through. So every Thursday you're going to be seeing some different amazing lady builders, and there's a couple crafters that are tossed in there too. Like someone was doing some painting this past Thursday, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But most of them are definitely building the bricks. So
What time does that start normally?
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time,
Got it.
and then it goes till about midnight
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time.
I'm so glad to see that we're actually seeing a raid train organized around that, having more just more women being highlighted and featured
Mm-hmm.
in the community. So uh keep up the good work to you and everyone on the train. Uh all the Lego ladies,
The
as
Lego ladies,
they're being
the
referred
ladies
to
of
in chat,
Lego.
the ladies of Lego. I do agree with you. I do think that's something that more representation would be awesome. And
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like from what I've seen that it's gaining traction. More people are showing up. More women just
Mm-hmm.
streaming bricks in general. Um,
Yep.
Definitely. Do you have any thoughts to share with women who are like, maybe I'm not so ready to get in on this content or do Lego on stream? Is there anything you would tell them or prepare them to do it?
Just do it. Just go for it. Like what?
Yeah.
There's a whole stigma with women on Twitch that they should that, oh well, they're women, they're probably showing their bodies or doing this or that, and it's just like, I'm like, it doesn't matter. If you want to, like me, I this is I'm wearing a silly t-shirt every single week, and like, just come on, be yourself,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks is what you think. And if you want to come on and build Lego and be stupid, then come on and build Lego and be stupid. If you want to come on and build Lego and be chill, come on and be chill,
Yeah.
and just come on and do it. Just do it, man. And I know pushing that go live button for the first time is very anxiety inducing in a lot of people,
Hmm.
but that's why it's good that we have such a strong community here, that when we see someone's newer on, that we can all go back them and be like, hey, you got this, and give them encouragement and support. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, my advice, just do it, man. Just push that button and do it. So,
I love it. Just do it. Get on there. Hit the button.
just do it. Do it.
Well, we've gotten to talk for a while, and you kind of have gotten the crossing the streams experience,
Mhm.
and you've probably seen some of the episodes.
Mhm.
With all that in mind, who would you like to see go through this in the future on a future episode of the show?
Oh, that's a good question. Have you had Freddie on here yet?
Oh yeah, Freddie was like The
Freddie's been on here.
second episode.
Okay.
He's a big reason why I do this show. Actually, he and I have talked about doing this sort of thing, and then it kind of became this.
Okay, and you've had Zach on.
Mm-hmm.
Amish Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had Jang on yet?
I have not.
Oh, Jang would be fun. He'd be fun to have on here. Yeah, I think you would enjoy that.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
I'm sure there's a lot of things. Actually, I'm gonna put you on the spot. If and when we get Jang on here, what is something you'd like me to ask him, or something you'd like to learn from this interview with him?
Like what made him get started, like with the whole, because I know he was really big over on YouTube, and kind of what just made him like get started.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel with no halo. She's a up and coming in the brick community, and I adore her. I think she'd be really fun too.
Angel with no halo is great.
Yeah. And I seen you had Chris Perillo on here also.
Yeah, we had Chris.
I love
Yeah.
Chris. Chris is a great guy. He's so cool. I like Chris.
Yeah. What's next for you and your content and your channel and your community? What can we look forward to?
Lots of chaos as always.
Yeah.
I do have I have some special streams coming up. They're all gonna be coming up this month and next month. Some cosplay streams. I'll be dressed as Maleficent for the one stream. I have a makeup stream coming up. I'm gonna come on without any makeup at all and do all my makeup on stream.
Nice.
Including lashes and everything.
That'll be
great. I'm gonna be dressing like a chicken. Because the chat wants me to dress like a chicken, so I'm gonna dress like a chicken. Going to be a special stream coming up next month in my Lego city.
Yeah.
So I'll be down there in the Lego city, kind of going over my entire Lego city with the camera and showing off different scenes and stuff. So that's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, and then of course if we reach the sub goal, then I'll be doing the tattoo stream. I always come on and I'm like, okay, I'm ready for a nice chill stream. Literally never happens.
It never happens.
Never happens. I'm like, it could be something as playing like Animal Crossing, and they're like, let's get chaotic. And
yeah. I love it. I really do.
Yeah. And I will say now tomorrow we have another raid train, and which I'm a part of every Sunday.
Right.
I'm going to be going on later because tomorrow is my first ever Pride that I'm going to, which I'm very excited about.
That's great.
So yeah, it's in my hometown. Yeah. So it's my very first Pride ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get all rainbowed up and get all cute looking, and then go hang out with everybody, and then come build Lego. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to be finishing up Thor's hammer and then starting on some other stuff too.
When are you going to build the bugle? You have the daily bugle, right?
Probably I want to start it immediately, like now. So probably next Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, because I'm gonna be it's gonna be sitting there taunting me, so I have to do it immediately. Yeah. So I'll start that and then build that every Sunday until it's done.
Mm-hmm. So. And you mentioned the other raid train that you're a part of, which is on Sundays. Yep. What is the schedule for that, or rather, like, when does that start?
So it depends. It normally starts at around 2 p.m. I normally kick it off. Sometimes there's someone that might start before me, and then that goes up until close to midnight.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's normally me, Benton SW, Pop Lover, Lone Gopher, LL Falconer, Iridican Games, and Fireheart TTV is she's just getting back. She was out for a little bit, but she's going to be getting back into the swing of things with us as well. So
fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fun group.
It's a great lineup. I've lurked in all of those streams many times.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been a part of that raid train. Oh my gosh, it's been, I'm gonna say probably a good 6 months now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we normally finish it off with Lone Gopher. He's our caboose. And then I'll be watching him and Freddie at the same time. So, and he normally raids into Freddie. So it's like Freddie's our like unofficial like last stop.
Yeah. That's
He's unofficial, but yeah, it's normally where we go.
where else can they find you on the internet here?
So I'm over on I hang out on Instagram. I use it a lot for like because I do have a toy business.
Yeah.
I sell Funko Pops and Lego, and of course I make the jewelry and stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
at your.nerdy.girl on Instagram because
Uh-huh.
apparently your nerdy girl was taken.
Oh. And of course here on Twitch at twitch.tv/your nerdy girl, right? So
Exactly.
Kat, thank you for hanging out with
Mhm.
me.
Thank you
It's
for
been
having me.
absolutely incredible to get to know
Mhm.
you. Uh, and as is customary, I always love to give the floor to the guests to share any
Okay.
parting words that you might have for anyone watching or listening.
Any parting words? Listen, the world is crazy. It's a rough place. I just encourage everyone just to show love to each other, spread love, not hate, and just continue just to be decent people. And I think if everyone showed more love and less hate, then the world would be such a better place. And yeah, that's probably it. um, I love y'all so much. I love Twitch and I love all these amazing streamers and I just love being able to share this journey with everyone and yeah. That's pretty much it.